Today I'm going to take you through creating a beautiful sunset sky with watercolor pencils. And we're going to keep this very simple and straightforward. So if you have never used watercolor pencils before, this is a great intro to them. And you'll see how easily they blend. I'm going to start off with using a 2H pencil. This has hard graphite, which means it'll leave just very light marks on the paper. I want to mark out a very low horizon line. The focus on this will really be in the sky, and we're going to start off with the deep cadmium yellow. I'm laying that down at the horizon line and then working my way up from there. If you're using the Derwent pencils like I am here, these are very saturated once you put water on them, and it'll give you a really bright, vibrant sunset. I'm using a 5x7 piece of cold press paper. And then I'm coming back in with a bit of orange chrome. I want that down along the horizon line. This will add another pop of vibrancy. So from bottom to top, we'll have the orange and then the yellow and then blue. If you saw my last video, I was talking about how watercolor pencils are a great way for controlling the gradient in your sky. Watercolor is notoriously tricky to control. You really can't control it. It has a mind of its own. But watercolor pencils do allow you to be a little bit more precise with where you're placing the color, which can be really helpful, especially when you are just starting out or when you want to be a little more definite with where you are placing your colors. Right here, I'm using the Prussian blue. This is a really saturated blue. You'll see when the water is on it, it really lights up. And then up in the left corner, I'm finishing this all off with some blue gray. It's a little bit of a darker blue. Now we're going to do the fun part. So I'm coming in with a very large brush, a size 16 round, and you want to pick up some clean water on the brush, and then we'll start going over the watercolor pencil. You'll see right away this starts melting down and the colors start melding together. When I'm working through the blues, I don't mind if the colors blend together a bit. I'm not too concerned with rinsing off my brush all the way. I'm just picking up some additional water. And then as I get closer to the yellow, I want to be careful that I'm not dragging the blue from the brush into the yellow because that will create green, which generally isn't the effect we're going for. So once I make the transition from the blue to the yellow, I want to make sure I have all the blue out of my brush for the most part, and then I'm coming back in with clean water and starting to move into the yellow. Carrying that down. And I don't mind if some of the yellow runs into the orange, so I'm just carrying this all the way down to the horizon line. And as long as the paper is wet, these will continue moving together. I'm going over this. I had a little bit of a blue streak there, and I want to smooth that out. The paper was still wet up at the top, so I can go back in with the wet brush, and you can see how saturated those colors are. If you want to create a sunset that isn't quite so saturated, you would just use the pencil with a lighter hand at the start of your project, and then you won't have quite so much colored pigment on the paper. I'm blow drying this so that then I can come back in and finish this out with the water and some land. We're just keeping this one really simple since the point of this video is to go over how to create that gradient in the sky. For the water, I'm coming back in with some of the blue-gray, and I'll work that over the entire lower section, and then I'm picking a little bit of the Prussian blue, and I'll concentrate this on the lower half of the water, just so that there's a little bit of variation in the blues. And then using the same size brush here, I'm going to pick up some clean water. You want to make sure that your brush is damp enough that you've got water to spread over the paper, but that it's not leaving drops of water on the paper. And then just work from one side to the other. If you want to go through this experiment without going through too much paper, you can always use smaller sizes. This is a 5 by 7 size, but you could do much smaller sizes. You could do half of this size, maybe a 3 by 5, and that way you can get comfortable with the process and then move back to a larger size of paper. Once I have this smoothed out, I'm going to dry it and then we'll come back in and put some land along the horizon. I use a blow dryer for this, but of course you could also let it air dry. Make sure that the paper is completely dry before you come back in to do the land. We're going to put in some hills. If the paper is damp, it will pick up the pigment in the pencils and start dissolving it as soon as it hits the paper. So you definitely want to be working on a surface that is dry. I'm using the blue-gray right here and just creating some simple hills. I want to keep this really minimal so that we're not hiding that beautiful orange and yellow sky that we worked so hard on. So I'm just making these asymmetric. I've got a little bit of a hill on the left side and then a couple over on the right. I'm pressing, I would say medium hard. When I'm working on cold press paper like this, you can see that it runs over the surface of the paper. There's a little bit of texture to this kind of paper. And as soon as you come back in with water, that color just melts down into that texture. I'm going to use a size 4 round brush for this part. I want something a lot smaller so that I can be precise with where I'm placing the water. I'm using just the tip of the brush to run over the pencil here. I've tagged all of the supplies that I'm using in this video in the video description. You might find as you work through this that you're using a little bit more water than if you're using quote unquote traditional watercolors. Between the cotton paper and then the pencil, the pigment that we're laying down, you just need a little bit more water to blend things out. So now we've got a nice silhouetted mountains or hills in the distance, silhouetted in the beautiful sunset that we created. Let me know if you would like to see other videos with the pencils. I'm getting back into these again. They're pretty fun. And they're a great way to make watercolor a little more approachable. If you're used to drawing, it's a really easy transition into watercolor when you're using pencils like this. I'm going over some of the sections that were a little bit lighter in color. I want to make those a little bit more uniform. And the paper is still damp, which is fine because I'm going over it with the same color pencil. Again, I'm using the blue-gray there, which is a bit darker. Once you're satisfied with the way that your painting looks, you can remove the washi tape from the edges if you taped off a border. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know if you try it, and I'll see you again in a future video.